Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the League of Ungentlemanly Warfare, and today, after a short break of 1 week, yeah, we are back with, guess what, Life is Feudal Forest Village. As we can see, Farmer Nolan died of old age. Oh, I hope it was not Christopher Nolan or someone like that, because, well, that would be a person that would be deeply missed. So, and how's the entire rest going on? I mean, we need to be careful in regards of food. Yeah, that's actually quite shitty that all farmers are here in the healer's shop. Because, well, we need you on the fields, guys! And apparently it takes hyper long to get them healed. It's just wow. But okay, we have enough food reserves that we should be able to survive the winter. So, Child Paula has grown up and is ready to stay. So yeah, what will we do in this episode? We will try to ensure that our people stay alive and are not dying of illness. And yeah, another goal is to actually build 1 or 2 more houses. Another farmer has died. Just great. I mean, okay, it's year 11, so apparently people are dying. We have to deal with that. Still, it's a shame. So, we will use those hunters to get some alternative food. So, what do we see here? Fish farmer. Yeah, I just installed an update via Steam, and let's see, what does this exactly do? Breeding fish for food, building on the water, required... okay, so I can build here fish farms on water. I need to access them via bridges. That is actually quite interesting. So in the end, the game allows you now to build more stuff on that. That is actually quite awesome. So, do we still have other ill people? Doesn't look like that. Only those in the shop. I mean, the majority of people has been healed now. Which is good. Okay, so... Wait, there's now something smaller than a shack? Huh. Small shelter from improvised materials to eat and get warm. Low pregnancy chance. Capacity 2 residents. Okay, that is actually more like a tent. Interesting to see what they are adding to the game. So, but we will try to go for small houses. Or will we even try to go for a big one? It doesn't look like that. We'll go for the smaller ones. And for that we will need iron and stone. We could do that if our people weren't busy being healed. But yeah, during winter we will get the proper resources, and then we will be able to build the stuff that we need, because during winter we will get the iron and clay and stone. Yeah, we actually don't even need clay. Okay, so we just need a few unassigned people so that they can gather iron for us. Okay. I believe that this will work. And the teenager is ready to work. Okay, dear teenager, now go out in the forest and collect the metal. We will need it. So soon the harvest can start. Okay, here the small harvests are already going on. That's good. That's good. Still, harvest now, because it will take an eternity. Also here, harvest everything, so that we will have again at least like 4,000 food. But yeah, it's interesting to see how life is through the forest village has developed over time. I mean, they're adding new buildings. Really looking forward to see how the game will improve further. I mean, to be honest, when the game left early access, it was definitely not ready to do that. And since they are now adding more stuff, I've read in the patch notes that they have now added raiders, for example. So one day we will actually have to build a few defenses here. So that we won't get overwhelmed. And yeah, they are actually adding more buildings, which is a good thing. Like a really good thing. I'm proud of them. So if you continue like that, I mean, Life is Feudal has a shit ton of potential, to be honest. So it has the potential to become a really, really great game. If the developers continue to work on that, and if they are in the meantime also developing like 1 or 2 DLCs, yeah, that add a couple of more stuff, then, well, then the game can unlock its potential. And I hope, when they do that, that they will finally change the effect of the tornado. So that it doesn't look that ugly anymore. Because that really is an off-turner. Okay, then food, yeah, 4,500. We will definitely get through the summer. This is actually a game that would be perfect for live streaming, you know, because then you have more than enough time to actually interact and chat with the community. Because not too much is happening at the same time. It is quite relaxing. So it is actually a very positive thing. It's funny, did they change the building size? But well, doesn't matter, right? So, and here in between them we can actually build a few roads. What happened here? A building is almost full. Let me guess, it is a storage, a barn. It is a barn. I see. So, and now the first snow is slowly coming. And we just lost all our food possibilities. Yay. So, then we will send a few people into the quarries. And that should work. So we will definitely get those houses ready. Also, a new feature is apparently that you can pause work in a house, meaning people will stop living there. It will be off limits so that you have more than enough time to upgrade the house. That is also actually a quite clever feature. So yeah, there's definitely hope for this game to become more than just okayish. That it might actually become good one day. So, and what else am I planning after these two houses are finished? Very likely, we will build another field. And there we will get wheat, then we will build a windmill. So that we can start with pie production. I mean, we have meat, we have fish, we have vegetables. So pie actually sounds pretty legit, if you ask me. We just need to create some flour first. Yeah, meat pie, 41, fruit pie, 59, vegetable pie, 56 kilocalories. Honey pie, so yeah, that definitely sounds like a concept for future. So as we can see, the first of the two houses soon to be finished. So in the long term we will also have to get a tanner or something like that, so that we can produce clothing for our people. Long term we will also build a tavern for our people. Yeah, there's still so much to do. Alright, we don't need any herb gatherers at the moment. Totally forgot about that. And the house is ready. Okay, clothes sewing in the weaver's workshop, but do we not need wool or anything like that? What does the furnace do? Cast iron smelting, okay. Might be interesting one day. Charcoal production. Also interesting. Yeah, we will get the weaver's workshop quite soonish actually. I guess that is something that we will build in the next summer. But first, we should be happy that we have a couple of new houses. Woohoo! And we could even upgrade one of them quite soon. I mean, how much does upgrade your house cost? Seriously? How? Yeah, that happens when you move in before getting enough firewood. Okay, with more clay we can actually upgrade those houses. I guess, and let's gather some clay. So, and winter will soon be over. And yeah, once we got the weaver's workshop, no people shall freeze to death anymore. Yeah, but there's, for example, something I don't have directly control about. Yeah, I am producing firewood. Even here is one production. The next warehouse is not so far away. And still people are freezing. Because the AI is simulating everything. That is why I think Anno is superior to most city building games. Because in Anno, everything you do has direct consequences, and if something fails, then it is because you failed. Yeah, but here in this case, for example, I can't do, and it's not my fault if the AI is too stupid to start gathering firewood from a nearby warehouse too late. Maybe they will find a solution for that problem, though I don't think that this will be the case. So, time to upgrade the house. so that people in it can be happy and have more children. And I mean, more happiness also means that people are more likely to actually do stuff. And maybe you should also upgrade the shacks. That should also make people more happy. Oh wow, look at that, we have a Russian tooltip down there. Yeah, I guess the localization department was a bit lazy, right? But yeah, good to know. So, still, once one house is upgraded, we shall upgrade the small shacks. So, teenager Paula has grown up and is ready to work. That sounds good. I mean, hi Paula! So, here we go for that. So here in the apiary someone should work. We will get a few hunters and a few fishermen. Maybe we should build here a castle barn or something like that, where we can then actually store wood. So that people cannot complain about freezing anymore. And just imagine, like 10 episodes when this here will be an entire huge city. That could actually work. But maybe I should increase the space in between the buildings, so that we can clearly get some roads. Okay, we have over 4,000 food available. And I just noticed something. We completely ran out of tools. Which of course means that people will be very slow in their work. That is something that I cannot allow to be. So, where do we have most of the hides? Probably here. And in the other barn, do we have hides there? Only a few. So it actually makes sense if we build the weaver workshop up here. But we will need a little bit more iron. Well then, just give me the iron then. So, and how far has this house progressed? Oh, it's nearly finished. That looks good to me. And I mean, you can actually see the houses, they look quite great. The interior is a bit minimal, but yeah, with just a little bit more care, more attention to detail, this game could be way more outstanding. Yeah, as I said, maybe our production team of Project Colony, once Colony is finished, maybe we will take care of something like that. I mean, of course, it is easy to complain about everything, but yeah, maybe we should simply try to make it better one day. At least that would sound a bit more fair. So now we can get here Weaver's Workshop. Well, I totally don't get why it has to be that expensive, but okay. So, and the small house is now finished. Yay, we can now have 53 people living in here. Though we have only 44 villagers. Meaning we have a few reserves, which is not too bad. So, and I will now force for people to upgrade. Okay, get a new home. We have more than enough spaces available. If you die because you're homeless and I'm going to kill you. Okay, apparently he found a new home. Okay, now it's time to get started with building the Weaver, and yeah, the resources are soon there. Yeah, we will slowly upgrade all shacks. More happy people means more productive people. As I guess I already said before, so it will definitely be a nice thing. Okay then, and soon we will have to start with the harvest, but again we will get easily through winter. I feel so free! Since the food crisis is over. Well, let me guess, building here can't be continued because we are lacking the stone? Of course we do! So, and here we have now the small improved shack. That actually doesn't look that much improved, but hey. A baby has been born! Yay! Happy, happy, joy, joy! So improved check, construction complete, that is good. That means we can send 2 more people into the quarry. So, and the harvest has begun. Very good. So, and here, let me guess, we are still missing stone. Though we have at least 5 stone in here, but we need 18. I see, I see, I see. I can totally understand that. So, in the long term, we will improve all shacks. Really looking forward to that. Now, come on, send me the resources I need. We don't want to have to wait for an eternity. So, and as we can see, small decorations, because it is Halloween. I think it's those small little details actually that make a developer looking quite nice. Yeah, that just shows he's not just done with the game. No, he has prepared for small events. So there is actually a lot of positive stuff to say about this game. Though too many smaller design issues, unfortunately. Oh my god, the barn is nearly full. So now we can finally build you a weaver's workshop, yeah? Yeah, people are wishing for pie. Don't worry, one day you will get your pie. I'm working on it. In long term. So now we have our primitive tools again. So let's see what we need to produce in order to get clothing. When the game is saying we need wool, then I'm going to be mad. Okay, how do I get flax? I believe with a small field, right? So we actually will be able to produce clothing. Now, you shall stay here with the potatoes. One flax field should actually be enough. Good. And in the meantime, we will produce even more stone so that we can actually start upgrading the shacks. But will we do the shack upgrades now, or will we do that after winter? No, I think one will be done now. Or maybe we should already start with the production of firewood. You know, just in case. So this here is now a flax field. Is that actually a new plant? Because I can't remember it. I can't remember it being in the game before, but yeah, I might be mistaken here. Okay, meaning next year, after the next harvest, we will be able to get flax. Yay! So, this shack is also nearly upgraded.
Hmm?
Yeah, there you look impressed, right? So much stuff happening. What the fuck? Food reserves are low? Where? I mean, even down here we have a shit ton of food available. So something is definitely wrong here. So harvest the flax now. Because if possible, I want to start with the production already. That must be a bug. There is no other explanation. Okay, so here, yeah, you will produce clothing. What do we need for warm clothing? For that we also need wool. Okay, that is good to know. So we will stay with a normal clothing. Totally fine with that. And that will allow us to actually use less firewood. Okay then, so here that fun is now over. Alrighty then, time to go full into the firewood production. Here we'll get our weaver. Yeah, we will get a few fishermen, a few of them, and also a bit of clay production. Now we should be golden. Yeah, maybe we should also create here a small field. You know, just for flax production. I mean, one additional farmer, yeah, that can't hurt. And we have now 51 people living in the village. That's actually great. Yeah, people are freezing. Don't you have firewood available? Apparently you don't. Which honestly is a shame, because we have 2 lumberjack lodges. But okay, so field started with the construction. That sounds interesting. Well, how about you finish the construction? Okay, then. Yeah. Enough food to get through winter. Finally, we have our clothing production. Slowly, this village will turn into a town, as we can see already with these houses here. Oh, what do we have here? Huh. More Halloween decoration. That's actually quite interesting. So, and is the field construction now nearly finished? I hope so. Yeah, it just needs a few hours of work. Now, come on. Yeah, go away when I'm looking. Not really making a good impression. Woman. Do you really want to go back and work in the kitchen? So, still not finished. I'm disappointed. Teenager Exam has grown up and is ready to work. Hey Exam, did you make your exam at the school? Ha 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 ha. Okay, that one was so bad I actually feel bad about it. So what do we have here? Academician researches new technologies. Does that now work, yeah? That is interesting. So yeah, I guess this here will definitely be a long-term project. Maybe I will start a second one and we'll run both projects parallel. I don't know yet. Because, well, most of you are interested in Anno, and this here is clearly not Anno. And since the first of you have already requested Season 5 of Anno 2205, maybe I will give you that, or I will try Avon Colony. I don't know. I mean, Avon Colony has so far also gotten a few content updates, so chances might be high that the game is now actually a bit better. But yeah, they seem to also have improved the graphics here. Especially in regards of ground materials. That's interesting. So, this is no longer needed. Yeah, we still need the builder. Now come on, finish the work here. Thank you. So now we have here also a bit more flax production. We can reduce the amount of lumberjacks. Yeah, that looks like a mixture that will actually work. Good, and in the meantime we can upgrade more shacks. So, but I also think that the episode is over. I mean, we have achieved our episode goals. Next episode goal will be to get the grain field and the windmill. How much will the windmill actually cost? Yeah. That might be a long-term goal. But that's just a theory, of course. So, or will we get a fish farm? I mean, those things are interesting. Breeding fish for food. Building on the water. Required bridge pass. Tools reserves are low. No, we have more tools than ever before. So, time to get rid of the UI and choose here a motive for thumbnail. So let's see which one we will take. And yeah. So we have formulated the goals for the next episode. We have achieved our goals for this one. Everything is going well. So, and I hope you liked it. From now on the episodes will very likely have a bit more action than the previous ones where we just tried to survive every winter. Now we can actually start expanding and progressing. I was looking forward to that the entire time. So yeah, if you liked it, please consider giving this video a thumbs up, and if you have any feedback, questions or whatsoever, just use the comment section. And yeah, I personally believe that the subscribe button could also need a little bit of love, in case you didn't give him a hug yet in form of a click. And with that, I say goodbye, and see you next time in Life is Feudal Forest Village. Bye bye.